Hello, Finxters. Here's a video about how to create great data apps using this library called Streamlit. You can share these apps on the web. It's a Python backend code that creates HTML and JavaScript automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. So it's all in pure Python. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do this with uh, starting with bar charts, one of the simplest types of data visualizations. That's good for grouping like data. All right, so right now I'm just going to start out. I've pip installed um, Streamlit. That's your first step. So you want Streamlit, pandas, and the chart framework I'm going to use is called Alter. So you're going to want to do those three things. Just import those. Then to get started, you make directory var2, and I'm going to start coding in here. And to get this to work, all you have to do is add a Streamlit file, app.py, like convention, they're called app.pys, and import those three libraries that I added. Streamlit, that's st, or pandas as okay, so from here I'm going to test this. This is all you need to do. But I'm going to check if it works. So there's a hello world application. You can see the only thing I'm doing is writing out here. And now I'm going to have to write that file that I created the Streamlit. So Streamlit run, Streamlit app. Oops, wrong directory. So now it's running on your local server, and you can see that it's working. So that's all you need to do to get it up and running. And for this article that I created for Finxter and for the tutorial, I also created a dashboard and Streamlit that will show you how to create these various charts. So I'm going to start first with a simple Altar chart, and you're going to want to use these Altar charts or another charting library instead of the built-ins because they just offer you so much more flexibility in the built-in charts that you can see right here. The documentation is excellent, by the way, and they have these built-in charts, like the line chart. Let's see, where's the bar chart? It's right here. It's very simple, but it's also very limited. So you're actually not going to want to use the library except for like demo purposes. The built-in library, but you will want to. Altair Charts is a more advanced library, and it's a great option. So you can choose that for a lot of different types of graphs. So I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to go back to the demo that I had. So right here, I'm creating 3 bars. This is supposed to represent energy costs per month, so it's like your bill. Like how much it costs per month for all your energy. And I'm just going to copy and paste the code. on this URL, you can just see and walk through progressively difficult charts that you can see how to create. And to create the chart, all you have to do is copy and paste what I have, and then format it. Now you're good to go. And one thing that's really nice is now that you've created let's see. Now that you've created this chart, yeah, you can easily see that it works. And how this works is there's a data frame that gets created first, and this just, you need as many rows as you need, at least 2 rows, one with a quantitative, which is a number, the other one with some sort of category, and the category here is month. And so right here, it creates the chart with these author charts, create a chart with this mark bar, and then this encode function is what passes in your different options. In this case, it's just the y-axis, what's on the y-axis and what's on the x-axis. And then it just, once you assign this chart to this variable, you just pass it in this altar chart, and that it creates that bar chart that represents this data frame with those variables encoding. So then you see a really nice graph. See a really nice graph, and that's it for a simple chart. So I'll show you one more, and here's a little bit more sophisticated chart with, it's also showing energies, energy, and it's a stacked bar chart, and it shows, it has energy, but it breaks it down into different types, like electricity, gasoline, natural gas, for what you've used that month. And so this does the groupings by, well, first I'll copy and paste the code so you can see it, and I'll just overwrite what's here. In the demo, I have it so you can just format the code, and now you can run it. Yeah, so you see this chart easily comes up in your code demo. Yeah, I did a little demo code that I created. So what you can see here is there's a data frame with 3 rows. One has an energy type, that's a category. There's a date, and this is for each date of all those expenses. And every date has electricity, gasoline, and natural gas cost associated to it. So this chart is also going to create the bar chart with the mark bar, and then it encodes. It has a month, and it's explicitly saying the data type, and the data type is a ordered quantity, because these are in, it's a string ordered quantity, but it's in a or date type, and it's ordered to ordered by date. There's an order to it, and then the sum is a quantitative quality as a number, which is the cost, and then this is just, there's a color associated to the energy type. The color is just automatically chosen by the platform, but this is a category that's not has doesn't have any order to it. So it's really that simple, and then you just pass the the data frame into the bar chart, and it gets created. And after it gets created, the it just calls that function, and you can see it. I showed it to you before, but here it is again. Um, and so that's just how to create do two charts, but there's a lot of options. The Altair documentation is very robust, um, and Streamlit does a great job of letting you use other libraries. So, so, so that's it. And yeah, I hope you learned something, and then you give if this these you give these data apps a try.